Simon gets thrown around by top judo Paralympian.
I get thrown in the deep end when I meet one of Britain's best swimmers. And find out the real-life science behind science fiction.
Year 2000. Mission to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Probably straight out of the house, dressed up like this, but this is the unmistakable uniform of the Starship Enterprise from one of the most successful TV science fiction programmes ever. Of course, it's Star Trek. Now, it's so popular that there's an exhibition which is travelling all over the world, allowing Star Trek fans, or Trekkers, the chance to go behind the scenes of the Starship Enterprise. And our very own Trekker is here, Anton. How are you doing?
Hello.
Well, you're looking really good. You've got all the gear on. Look at the top and both ears as well, but the question is, where's the final front ear?
That is illogical, Matt. I can't hear you either, so
we'll take these
off.
Yes. Now then, you are in fact a bit of a Trekkie fan, aren't you?
I am. I'm interested in space and astronomy, of course, and science fiction has gone along with that, including Star Trek. Yeah. And looking back, it's just so amazing the scientific breakthroughs that have occurred because of Star Trek.
It's unbelievable. Now, it's called science fiction, but there's actually a bit of fact in there as well in the fiction.
There is. I don't think the creator, Gene Roddenberry of Star Trek, could have realised what an impact Star Trek was going to have on the entire world. He was looking into the future hundreds of years, but people were looking at Star Trek and thinking, oh, let's develop that right now. Yeah. So many of the things that were on the Starship Enterprise we take for granted, like sliding doors, touch-sensitive controls, computers you can talk into. So very forward-thinking, so much so that the US military actually thought he was maybe stealing their secrets, or had some view in, so it's truly fascinating.
Not surprising at all. Now then, the Star Trek exhibition is taking place at the Science Museum here in London, and they've lent us some of the exhibits here, so let's go and have a look. Anton, what's this one here?
This is called Pepper's Ghost. This one, it was developed by Professor Henry Pepper in 1862. If you sit down, you can see what actually happens. It's a semi-transparent piece of glass, which means you can make it appear as though, if you look into the glass and adjust the light, that your face is superimposed on the Ferengi. So this would have been used in the original Star Trek series for making a ghostly image appear on the bridge. So if you look back at all those old series, you can see the images.
So that's exactly
using
what been used. Cool. Well, what's this over here? Let's move on over here, and there's lots of bulbs in that over here.
Solar sails. Let me move this searchlight up here, just to one of these light bulbs. Look at that going around.
That's unbelievable. How on earth is that going round?
It's purely light. The energy of light is causing that to spin around.
Wow. And would this actually have been used in one of the Star Trek programs?
Yes, it was one of the Deep Space Nine episodes that this was used in.
Now, this technology was used, you know, years and years and years ago in the programmes, but is it actually going to be used in nowadays?
This very technology is now being used to develop unmanned spacecraft that can go to asteroids and moons, huge great big sails, and in fact there's a French mission that's going into the shuttle right now, well hoping to. They're waiting for a shuttle mission that can take it up, and this technology is going to be used.
So way ahead of its time then.
It is indeed.
Now this piece of technology is something that I've always wanted to use. Here it is, so we'll open it and say, beam me up, Connie. And here we are.
That's fascinating, isn't it? This is where the mobile phones first came from, the idea, the mobile phones.
So how would they communicate now if they haven't got these?
Oh, with these, of course. From ship to shore, with these. And the US military, they're using these on their bases.
Are they?
So, in fact, it's turn around from the military thinking that Star Trek stole their ideas. It's the other way around. They're taking ideas from Star Trek.
Super stuff. Well, Anton, thanks ever so much for coming in and talking to us. Absolutely brilliant. But before we energise out of here, if you want to visit or find out more about the Star Trek exhibition, as usual, it's in there in cyberspace on our website or the CFAX pages, starting on page 525. And if you do visit our website, there's a bit of an added bonus, isn't there, Anton?
Yeah, because we put a few astronomy pages on there now. So if you want to know anything about space, the night sky, what to look at the moment, go onto the Blue Peter website.
Super stuff. Now then, the next episode of Star Trek is the Squire of Gothos, and it's on this Saturday on BBC Two at 4:15. So where should we go now?
I think we better go home.
I think we better.
Where have they gone?
Oh, spooky stuff.
Who knows? Now